George's Mirror, Part 2. George completely disappears from the house. Peppa and her parents start searching for him all over the house, but they can't find him. Mama Pig notices that the mirror has darkened slightly, and a strange, misty figure, resembling George, appears on its surface. When Peppa approaches the mirror again, she sees not George's reflection, but his distorted, terrifying face. He holds back his usual smile and doesn't respond to her calls. Cracks begin to appear on his face, as if his reflection is breaking. Peppa decides to enter the mirror, and she is pulled inside, as if something invisible is grabbing her. She finds herself in a parallel world, where everything seems wrong. The house and the forest look distorted, dark, and frightening. The world is filled with strange sounds, and every action feels like a nightmare. Here, Peppa encounters her brother, but he is no longer the George she knew. His eyes are filled with dark light, and his behavior becomes increasingly odd. He doesn't speak, but simply watches Peppa, standing like a statue. Around his body, strange sparks begin to swirl in the air, as if his soul is disappearing into this world, leaving only an empty shell behind. In this parallel world, Peppa discovers that the mirror is not just an object. It is a portal between worlds, and it absorbs those who stay in it too long. The mirror not only reflects, but also pulls people's souls into a world where everything is distorted and terrifying. This world continues to try to take her soul as she sees what happened to George. In despair, Peppa tries to find a way to bring George back. She finds him in the center of the misty forest, but he is no longer the same. He cannot be saved. His reflection merges with the shadow of the world, consuming his essence. Peppa understands that her brother will remain in this world forever. In the final scene, Peppa returns home, but everything in the house